I get the conversation about not only measurement but also measurement, right? I get that. But how do you propose that we do away with a large amount of the measurement that currently exists in the system? We can maybe do away with it when we're small organizations, right? 5, 10, 15 people. You can make the measurement more subjective, less objective, bring in the human element, human interaction, one-on-one, all of that. When you're dealing with large organizations, when you're dealing with organizations that employ 50,000, 1 lakh, 2 lakh, 3 lakh, 4 lakh people, then some part of that measurement does have to get systemized.
Yes.
Because that's the only way, and standardized, because that's the only way you can measure at that scale.
Yes, you can. But you see, big or small, organizations are about people. And every organization is built on teams. It's a simple HR practice that a person should not have more than 5 or 6 people reporting to them. So ultimately, it's about 5 or 6 people, teams built up. So large organizations, just the same 5, like a fractal, like a simple cellular structure.
Right?
It's pyramidal,
yeah, I
right?
get that. Yeah.
And if that is so you have these little teams over here.
That are all reporting into other little teams. Yeah,
so now just magnify one of these teams, and what you have is a measurement of these 5 people by the boss. Now, the measurement, if you admit that is 50% I can measure, the quantitative part you can measure, but the qualitative part cannot be measured, and I give 50% bias to the leader. The leader is biased. No matter how many auditors you get in, just admit that he is biased, which means that now I have to work on him to strip him of bias, to bring in more integrity in his behavior. So which means it is not just about measurement, but it is also about investing in people. Rather than investing energy in ensuring that there is integrity in the manager whose subjective call is good enough, we'd say, you know what, it's too much of energy being wasted on investing in people. So let me invest on a system. System will let me, you see, when you're talking about a subjective measurement, you're saying, I want somebody to pay attention to the human beings inside. Process is about removing attention. Because then I don't have to waste energy in giving attention. Attention is about relationships. It's about people having integrity. But I can't guarantee integrity. What I have with a process and a system and a method is where I'm saying that, you know, I don't have to give attention and I will come to the truth.
I'm not even saying that, but look at this. A, I have a large number of people. B, you already yourself have pointed out that measurement is subjective, right?
Yes.
And therefore, when you have a human being measuring, that human being may come to the table with his or her own prejudices and therefore be measuring the other person's performance output, you know, through the lens of that prejudice, right?
Yes.
So maybe a system, A, not only allows me to deal with a larger number of people, B, also to some extent standardizes the communication and therefore eliminates to some degree the prejudice that a human being may bring in. Yes. I'm not saying systems are perfect. Human beings are not perfect either.
Today, the culture is becoming about let's replace human beings with systems. That seems to be the mindset. The discourse is measurement, objective measurement is all that I need. Subjectivity is being withdrawn. Attention is being withdrawn. What I'm saying is, dono chahiye. So we're moving to also measurement, not only measurement. That's the shift which I'm asking for.
That results in uncertainty.
That will result in uncertainty.
How do you get away from that? Because as organizations, everything is driven towards certainty. What are you going to earn next quarter? What are you going to earn next year? How are your people going to perform? Do you have enough people on the bench? Everything is driven towards certainty, towards creating certainty through business process.
We can measure only some things, but the universe is infinite. Measurement is finite. Possibilities are infinite. But measurement will always be finite. This inability to recognize that, I mean, the entrepreneurs, talk to entrepreneurs, did they create the business based on measurement? Usually they use measurement to validate their gut feel. The gut feel is Kama, the god of desire, the god of lust, the god of instinct. Only when Kama, that is the god of birth, then comes the god of death, Yama, the god of measurement. So measurement comes second, gut comes first. This one validates him. But if over-reliance on Kama cannot work. He's irresponsible. He holds a bow in his hand and just shoots in all the places. You have to restrain him. So he holds in his hand a lasso to restrain him. Too much of restraint and death will happen. Too much of
Karma
and there will be complete chaos. So the question is, how do you balance? And that's where the human element is critical. When we talk about systems and process extremely, we are just saying, can we make do without human beings? And that's a very dangerous thought to happen, because what are organizations for if not about people?